What's good, everybody? Corbino here, and I'm reviewing Deadly Class Volumes 5 through 8. I've been reading Deadly Class for, I think, since 2017. Not sure how long the comic's been going on, but yeah, since 2017, and I love it. A couple years back in 2017, I think it was, I reviewed the first 4 volumes, because that's all that there were at the time. And now there are 8 volumes, plus some issues out, and I figure why not go ahead and review 4 volumes at a time, every time there's 4 volumes, you know? And eventually when the whole series is over, I can review the whole series. If you want much of a recap, I'm not, just go watch my previous video, or go watch someone else on YouTube's video about the first 4 volumes, because I'm going to just mainly try to stick to 5 through 8 here. Alright. I got the characters' names pulled up here just in case I forget them. So, Volume 5 starts off with just Saya left. And I remember thinking, the first time I read it, I just recently reread it, just so you guys know. I remember thinking, whoa, so are we serious? Marcus is dead, Maria's dead or missing, Willie's dead. We weren't sure if Billy was a hunter. Well, no, we did see Billy die because we saw the skulls come, you know, the death, the life leave his eyes. And I was like, so Saya really the only main character left? And so now we're hanging out with Saya, and she's got a new sponsor? What is the word I'm looking for? Can't think of it. Let me know if you think of it, if I don't think of it. Anyways, and her name is Zenzel. She's this black girl who's really hardcore Christian, which seems weird that she's there. And then you got Helmet, which is this German guy that's really into, like, punk rock. Who else do we got? Quan. He is sort of like a, I don't know, greaser type of guy. Got a leather jacket, slick back hair. And then there's, I've never known how to pronounce his name. I've been trying to do it, but Tosawi? I've never known. And then they'll abbreviate it sometimes to like Tosh or Toshawi. I don't know how to pronounce it. If you guys know, legit put it down there. I've looked it up and I can't figure it out. Like, I don't see it anywhere. Anyways, yeah, so that's the new crew Saya's hanging out with. She is her pledge. There we go. Zenzel's her pledge. But anyways, Saya and Shabnam, still don't know how to pronounce his name, and I watched the show. I don't remember if it's Shabnam, Shabe name, you know, something weird. But anyways, her and Shabnam are the top dogs of their class, like the valedictorians, I think. Yeah, because of, you know, everyone dying and they had the most kills. Even though Shabnam really didn't have the most, he used Victor and everybody to get his kills. And we're seeing a lot more of Shabnam, Victor, Petra's still here, Brandy, I think it's Kendall, who killed his boyfriend to stay alive and get up there in the higher ranks. He's still around. Grogda, I think that's how you pronounce her name, aka the Troll. They're still around, and we're seeing a lot more of them. Saya doesn't want anything to really do with any of the school, and people know that she killed her boyfriend, which was Marcus, and they weren't boyfriend and girlfriend at the time, but still. Yeah, everyone assumes all of them are dead, and Saya's hanging out with this new crew. And Petra is trying to fit in. She looks like a Brandy wannabe. That's who she looks like in the comics or whatever, because at first I thought it was Brandy. And they're like, Petra, dude, like, you killed a guy that was supposed to be your friend, da-da-da, which, like, y'all killed a bunch of crazy people. But anyways, yeah, so they don't even really want to be friends with Petra, so she goes back to her old gothic ways, and Helmet finds her, and they sort of fall in love very quickly. I mean, that's nice to know, I guess, in this type of school life, you got to. And so now they're all hanging out, and Saya's, you know, they're all cool, and Saya, it's like Halloween or whatever, and they're all on the run. Saya gets kidnapped by her brother and his syndicate who are after her for a whole lot of other stuff I'm not going to get too into. But Quan set her up. Quan's been evil the whole time, been working with her, which really sucked. So now Saya's gone. Did Quan return to school? I don't remember if he returns to school or not. But I know he does eventually go to rescue Saya, which I'll get into. And so now no one knows what happened to her. They're just saying Victor killed Saya. And Victor's fine with that because that makes him seem even better at school. And so now Zenzel, Tosh, I'm going to say Tosh for now. Tosh, Helmet, and Petra, they all go down to Mexico, I think, to just get away from it all and have a nice time with Quan. Because, yeah, Quan is still here right now. Okay, now I'm remembering. Yeah, with Quan. But it's all because Quan has a plan to go find Marcus and kill him for Saya's brother. Because Saya's brother found out that Marcus is still alive. And Saya lied, so it'll now bring disgrace to Saya. So he told freaking Quan, there we go, told Quan to go get Marcus and kill him or bring him alive either way. That will, disgrace Saya. And so that's the whole plan, but everyone else thinks, hey, we're just going on a cool, fun road trip. And so they're all getting closer. And before they actually go down there, we find out that Marcus is still alive at the end of the 5th volume. Because I was reading it thinking the whole time, this really makes me sad. In the final volume, it's some random people and these 2 pest control guys, or not pest control, I think they're like fumigators or something. And they just take, one of them, the smaller one, takes out the big guy. And right then I was like, that's Marcus. That is definitely Marcus. And when you start looking around at all the people that are in this mansion place they're at, you're like, fucking Maria is still alive. That's where he's going. He's going to save Maria. And I remember I was so excited. And finally you get the reveal that it is 100% Maria. We still don't know it's Marcus yet. And they take out all of her, Chico's family. And it is fantastic. Marcus reveals himself and he's like, of course I came back for you, da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh my god, yes, I love them. And they go to Mexico, and they're living happily. They got a dog now, which I'm not sure where the dog's at, now that I think about it. Where did the dog go? Huh. But yeah, so now Marcus is at a payphone in some store calling some dude to get some passports or whatever for him and Maria to get out of the country, just get out of here and start a brand new life. At the same time, Quan sees Marcus and is getting ready to take him out, but then you hear a scream out in the alley, and it's Maria. So Marcus sprints out, and Marcus is surprised to see that Petra and Maria are out there hugging. They're like, whoa, what's everyone doing here? This is crazy, And they're like, I can't believe you're all alive, da-da-da-da-da. And they're like, oh, friends. And then they're doing drugs, having a great time. Tosh and Zenzel start making out. They're falling for each other. Helmet and Petra, they're doing it. We got Maria and Marcus doing it, and then Quan is just over there chilling, and Quan goes out to get a drink. And like they're really all sort of seeming like they're chilling, they're becoming good friends. Quan seems like he might be chill too. And then he goes outside, and Victor and Brandy are here. And he warns them. Victor and Brandy said, don't warn them, just get them prepared for us, we're going to come and kill them. And he warns them. And Victor and Brandy are pissed. And they look out the window, everyone's running out. Marcus stayed behind to fight Victor and Brandy, and that's awesome. But everyone else is outside running away. And Saya's brother and his syndicate are here. And they're like, Quan, where's Marcus? And now our group's like, Quan, what are they talking about? What is this? What does that mean? Da 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 da. And so now it's like, shit, what's gonna happen? Quan gets taken away with the syndicate. They're all getting separated, attacked, hurt. Brandy and Victor and Marcus have to work together. And now we have Marcus and Victor. They're on a beach beating the crap out of each other. Marcus is about to die. Maria comes and saves the day. And now him and Victor are talking about like, all the crazy shit that went down. Willie, Saya, everything. Da 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 da. And Victor's Victor's like, hey, don't you know that you're hanging out with Petra and she killed Billy? And he's like, no, that's impossible. Petra wouldn't have done that. And so now he finds out that he killed Billy, and he spares Victor's life because he knows that's what Willie would have wanted. And so now he leaves Victor there on the beach, and him and Maria go to regroup with everybody, and everybody starts getting attacked by the Syndicate again. And guess who saves the day? Or it might have been cops and the Syndicate. It's been a couple weeks, but also not a couple weeks. Anyways. They're getting ready to die. There's no way out of it. And Victor snipes the guys down. And he's like, Victor's got this. Get out of here. And I'm like, hell yeah, Victor. You're my boy. And so after that, Victor covers them. Him and Brandy, they head back to King's Dominion. And now we got everyone, scattered. We're trying to get back together. We're hurt. And Petra and Marcus are in the alley while Brandy's getting ready. Before they leave, sorry. Brandy's getting ready to kill Petra. And he tells Petra, I know about Billy, and I forgive you. And then he lets her die, and he's like, he narrates, saying, like, I don't know if I actually ended up forgiving her, but at least she'll die thinking that I did. And now Helmet, you can tell he is not like Marcus now, because he thinks you could have done more, which he could have, but still. So Petra's dead. They're going back now. They're going down the last who's left. So that's Helmet, Zenzel, Tosh, and Marcus and Maria. They're heading to Tosha's family farm or whatever. They live there for a little bit, regroup, and they decide we're heading back to King's Dominion. And also Brandy and Shabnam are starting to have a thing going on. Grog is just being a bitch all the time, like she always is. And so it's a super badass scene. We got Marcus and Maria come back into this school, and it was just so awesome. And Marcus was like, yo, what's up, Shab? Long time no see. And it is just so awesome because now everything's been taken away, and they tell Master Lin everything they've done, and da-da-da-da-da. And he's like, welcome back to King's Dominion. You guys are going to do great. You guys are going to be up there with the top valedictorians now. And they're like, sweet beans. And they're sort of working with Zenzel and them, but also not. Seems like they're kind of on the outs. And Kendall is now sort of becoming one of ours, which I always sort of hoped he would be, because I can't believe he killed his boyfriend to be up there with the top dogs. But yeah, it seems like he's starting to maybe become one of us. And Helmet is on the hunt for Petra's cult leading dad. And he gets kidnapped by what I believe, and I'm pretty sure we're all meant to believe, is Petra's cult-loving dad. Which we don't know that. But yeah, so he's now kidnapped. That's where we're left off there. We don't know what's happening there. I'm going to be real, that might have been in one of the following two issues, because now I'm getting it in issues. So if I did spoil slightly past Volume 8, I am sorry for that. But yeah, and Zenzel's trying to get Marcus and Maria to come to church with her. And Marcus is like, nah, fuck that shit. And he's pushing everybody away again, which is really annoying, because it's annoying. So Maria goes with her, and it sounds like it's going to be a trap. It's not. Saya's there, and they reunite together, and it's beautiful. Now, back over before this happened, Saya is hurt, beaten up, being tortured. Her mother's been now killed by her brother and whatnot, and Quan helps her escape, and it's like, I'm so sorry for all this. And he's like, I hope I made up for everything. And she's like, yeah, kind of sure. And then kills Quan, and she escapes and makes it back. And I'm trying to think. So now it's Zenzel, Saya, Maria, Tosh, and Marcus. And maybe Kendall, and hopefully Helmet's still alive. Victor's kind of an ally. I don't quite know for sure. But yeah, that's where we're left off. Lynn, I believe, knows that Saya is alive. Has Saya returned to the school? I think she did. But again, that could be in the two issues that I read past. Yeah, because okay, yeah, I'm starting to spoil past. Anyways, that's a big recap of those 4 volumes. I loved it. I remember when I first started reading Volume 5, I was like, this is still good, but like, none of the characters I've been following for the past 4 volumes are even here anymore, except for Saya, and she was my least favorite out of the 5. But then you realize, yo, Marcus and Maria are still here, and they're my favorites, so that was awesome. You still get, like, hints of Willie and Billy, though, so that's really nice. You grow to love these new characters. I do like Helmet a lot. I hope him and Marcus can sort of, you know, squash everything, you know, get rid of this tension. But I like Tosh. I like Zenzel. I liked Quan. I think he was kind of dickish, but I liked him until it was revealed that he was a bad guy. Victor, still kind of like him, but yeah, it's just a great series, and it's staying strong, and it's really made me mad because I finally watched the show a month or so back. I'm so mad it got canceled and still hasn't been picked up. What was that, 2018 when it aired? Oh, that hurts me. Maybe it was early 2019. Excuse me, I don't remember, but it hurts me. I really want to see the rest of these volumes get transferred into, you know, TV show. Either way, it was awesome. It was a great, I loved it. I'd say Volume 6 and Volume 8 are 2 of my favorite out of all 8 volumes. I don't know if they are my favorite, because I really enjoyed Volume 4, but they're definitely up there. Yeah, it was such a great story, and I really thought, where can they go? Like, what can they do now that they don't have any of the main characters, like, good protagonists that we follow, except for Saya? What are we going to do here? And they somehow do amazing. Even when Marcus and Maria aren't there, they got a solid story going on, some great stories that you do want to read and learn more about, and then you get Marcus and Maria back, and that's, like, even more awesome. It's Rick Remender, that's the writer. I can't think of the illustrator's name, so I can't think of if he's like a co-creator and works on it with Rick Remender. I think he's a co-creator, so he might work with the story too. But either way, Rick Remender and whoever else works on Deadly Class, they're still killing it. I truly didn't think they could go anywhere else when I started reading Volume 5. I was like, this can't get any better. It's just going to go downhill. But it stays amazing. It's just a great series. If you're not reading Deadly Class, what are you doing, guys? Seriously, go to your local library and pick up the first couple volumes. Try it. And I will tell you, I wasn't a huge fan of the first volume the first time I read it. I had to force myself through it. And I think I liked, like, the last issue of the first volume, and then I loved 2 and 3. And now that I've really fallen for the series, I do like Volume 1 more. But I've noticed that with Image Comics. A lot of times I'm not a huge fan of their first volume, and then I fall in love by Volume 2. So, give it a chance. Read the first 2 volumes if you can get your hands on them, and come back. Let me know what you guys are thinking about it, where you guys hope it goes, and who's your favorite character, you know? But yeah, that's it for this video. Yeah, until next time, stay geeky.